But I'll be on it always, always and forever.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am that girl that loves to talk anything luxury and designer fashion, especially jewelry. And today I have a double Anita Ko unboxing. This is my first Anita Ko unboxing and the first one on this channel. I am not counting this as the first unboxing of the year. It's really a belated unboxing that rolled over from the last year. And in fact, it's partially a Black Friday deal, and I'll explain later. If you have not heard of Anita Ko is an LA-based jeweler, and they don't have a standalone store. Right now, you can currently buy their products either on the web or through high-end retailers. For example, I have definitely tried on some of their pieces in Nordstrom, and I got introduced to Anita Ko through Tamara.
Many of you wanted to see where my earrings come from. So the one that I was wearing in the front lobe is Van Cleef. Then we have a Maria Tash All-Star Scoop. Then we have Anita Ko safety pin. This is probably one of my favorites.
I would say that Anita Ko is most famous for their safety pin earring or paperclip earring, although there's way high-end, just very bespoke pieces on their website. I'm sure that they don't even want to be defined by the safety pin and the paperclip, but I would be curious to know if that is truly what made them popular and pop off. But the safety pin design has been seen on various A-list celebrities. Okay, so just real quick, let's talk about the packaging. So I ordered both of those pieces online. I actually ordered them separately. Ordered one, and then later on I saw a Black Friday deal, as I mentioned, but they both came in the same packaging, which I was a little upset because I did see ads on Instagram for Black Friday and they had a really cute packaging. If I did take a screenshot and I did factory reset my phone, that was a whole thing. But if the pictures are still there, I'll show you what I was hoping for. It was like this beautiful blue snakeskin look. But alas, I got a bubble wrap package and then a dust bag, which is fine and perhaps more eco-friendly. But this is what it looks like, and technically these are reusable. But then yes, got 2 travel pouches. Love this, not mad at all. For the first piece, you may have already spotted it, but it is right here. This is the mini diamond safety pin for the right ear, which I'll explain in a second. And it is 18 karat white gold with 0.34 karat diamonds. Now I specified the right ear because you have to be extremely careful when you're checking out. You have to decide whether you want it to fit for your right ear or your left ear, because the diamonds are only, or whatever gemstone you choose, because there's several, the diamond or gemstones will be encrusted on one side of the safety pin but not the other, and I'll show you in the zoom in. So you have to think ahead to your entire ear stack and curation to decide what you want. The mini size retails for $1,050 currently. So there's 2 sizes and they look gorgeous in a stack. I'll show some examples here. But the larger size, or I guess standard size, retails for $2,100 right now. And again, it's 18 karat gold with 0.46 carat of diamonds. But I absolutely love the white gold. I think that white gold with diamonds is just the right amount of glitz and glamour, and I really just eventually want an iced out look with my Maria Tash stack, and then this, and then also I would love the Van Cleef & Arpels Sweet Alhambra white gold pave studs. That's the look we're going for. Now I did pay full price for this earring. It had been on my wish list and I finally pulled the trigger. And then as soon as I did, that is when the Black Friday ads started rolling. But I'm never expecting designer jewelry to have discounts. I mean, that's just usually not heard of for designer. But alas, they did have it, and it was 10%. So, you know, nothing to scoff at or anything, because designer is expensive, and so any little bit helps. And with my jewelry collection, I have been, wanting to build that capsule collection, if you want to call it that, and just having, only white gold, only yellow gold, and then secondary have the rose gold with no gemstones, either just plain metal or with diamonds, just so that it matches everything. It's a neutral in the jewelry world. But I challenged myself with this second piece. I wanted to have a little fun. I wanted to just add some color. It's on sale, so, girl math. But yeah, I did allow myself to play. Now, Is it a regret? Maybe, because my decisions were based on a piece that I don't even have yet. Let's see what my second piece was that I got on Black Friday. So, dun, 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 dun. I got another mini safety pin earring. This time I got it in 18 karat rose gold with rubies. So this piece with the rubies you can actually get with yellow gold or rose gold. Because it's rubies and not diamonds, this one retailed for $800 and then plus my 10% off. I got it for the left ear, so not this ear but this ear. And it ends up being 0.34 carats of rubies. Whatever the counter is for rubies, I don't know. But okay, this is the vision. I got this because if you saw one of my previous videos, I'll link it right here, but my entire Everyday Maria Tash set that I had built was all rose gold. I have since like changed some pieces to be white gold. So I already had the rose gold going on. And then I thought if I had this as my second piercing, then eventually if I were to get the Van Cleef & Arpels Sweet Alhambra Carnelian and Rose Gold studs, it would look so cute next to it. Do you agree? I don't know, because I haven't seen it in person. So again, it's a big risk, but I don't know, I just wanted to take it. Now let's talk about getting it on. And it will even say in the product description that it opens just like a regular safety pin, and in fact it does. And I'm gonna get up close and personal with the camera just to show you how it really works. Okay, so here is my mini earring. Now it's gonna open up just like a regular safety pin, so you push this back and to the side. Yes, you're seeing it right. This is as far as it opens, which at first freaked me out. Oh, let me rotate it so you can see the rubies. Yes, so you have to do just the sacrilegious thing of bending the gold. So I had to, you just open it up. That way it's a little more open for your earlobe to go in. I did not enjoy the experience. It freaked me out. And if you can imagine your earlobe here, earlobes are all different sizes, right? And that already looks skinny. Let me put it like this so you can kind of imagine. Yes, and so I put it on and it was very tight. And then you clip it and it makes it even tighter. So if I'm gonna be really real with you guys, which of course I strive to be, because I want you to have all the information before you buy something, it was a process. It was a process and I didn't think I was gonna get through it, if I'm being so for real. I put it on and it was very tight. It almost felt like if you did have braces at one point, when you get the braces on and it's just like so much pain, but like they're on there, and you can't go back. That's kind of what it felt like. I immediately wanted to take the earring out, but I let it stay. And TMI, it was, crusty. It was very sore. It was hot. It was not liking it. And I actually ended up taking it out and I thought it was a lost cause. I took it out and, it was almost like I had a little wound and my ear had to heal. Now, once it healed, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it one more try because I have wanted this for so long. I put it back in and I just let it stay. Also, it was very much moving and staying like this. I was honestly sliding it this way anyways because it was just like slightly thicker down here. And so I was like letting my ear breathe. It was very uncomfy to sleep. But like I said, on that second round, I was just like, you gotta fight through. And I let 3 or 4 days go by and just let it heal, let it perhaps stretch out. I'm not even really sure. But the inflammation went down and now it's perfect. I have no complaints. It flows. It hardly ever, ends up in a weird space. Sleeping with it is no big deal. Everything is great. And now I'm ready for more. So I did want to be honest and tell you that it can be a little rough at first, but I'm also here to tell you that it will be fine in the end. So don't be discouraged. So in the end, would I rebuy it? Absolutely, and I want them in all sorts of colors. I'll show some right here as I talk, but oh my gosh, there's just infinite amount of variations that you can have with the mini size in gemstones being only $800. Again, it's not even only to me, okay? I'm just saying, like, in the designer world, that's a lower price point, but you could really ice out your ear on both sides. There's a rose gold with pink sapphires, which I almost got instead of the rubies. That would match my Cartier d'Amour with pink sapphire and rose gold necklace. I also like the gold with diamonds, or just the double stack of the white gold with diamonds. There's infinite possibilities. But tell me, is Anita Ko, especially the safety pin earring, is this new across your desk, or have you known about it for a while? What's your opinion on it? Is it silly to pay that much for a paper clip? Anyways, ta-ta for now.